Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel where now we're gonna do our little talk about who I think is gonna win the Euros and the Copa America with the new prediction. So I'm gonna be predicting who's gonna win from these two semifinal matches before the first one begins today, in which case we'll see how it all turns out. So the first game today is gonna be between Spain versus France. Right here, let me see if I can just highlight it real quick just to be sure. Right, so yeah, let's mark up here little Spain versus France right here. Right, okay, so let's talk about it. Spain versus France. So I think the expectation is that Spain is going to beat France. I'm not going to say easily, because that would imply that France suck without like fully truly suck, which let's be honest, the offense does suck this tournament, right? Mbappe isn't playing as he used to. Some of the offensive weapons that they have is not as effective. They just can't seem to score goals for some reason, despite having that amount of scoring talent. And I don't know if it's already the system that's catching up to them, or if maybe they're just not feeling it. I don't know what it is. In any case, though, Spain is in the best form of their lives. They're in the best form. They're very much favorites to win this tournament. I still have them as favorites, but do I think they're going to beat them as easily as I think they will? I don't know. I have this feeling, right, where the possibility of them winning actually seems a bit diminished, because I feel like France suddenly is going to step up for some reason, right? I just have this feeling, right? I still think Spain is going to win, but it's not going to be easy, right? I just think it's going to be close, because France is going to be defending for their lives, and then France is going to hit that one goal probably that will set them up for the rest of the game. But overall, I'm just going to say that Spain will win 2-1, because I just think overall their offense is a lot more explosive. They're still pretty good defensively. The only kind of negative is that I forgot who they have at the right back position, because Carvajal is not going to be playing that game. He's suspended. So I think Lenormand is also going to be suspended as well. So some of their defense is going to be out of the game for sure. So it's going to be a question of whether or not they're going to be able to make up the numbers. So let's just see what happens. But my prediction, Spain will win. I'd say about 2-1. I think that's what they're going to score. I just cannot shake that feeling that something's going to go wrong. So, we'll just stick on that. All right. And now for Netherlands versus England. I'm sticking with the Netherlands to win this game. And I swear to God, if England somehow win this game, I'm going to be so annoyed. Because the general consensus at this rate is that England is getting lucky. That's already the consensus, right? I agree with that. I agree that England is getting lucky. They're still the same team. They're still the same team that for some reason decided, hey, let's just go ahead and just keep parking the bus. Let's just keep dropping back. And then in the first two games that they played in the knockout stage against Slovenia and against Slovenia and against Switzerland, man, oh man, oh man, it's impressive just how much they actually lock in as soon as they feel like they're about to lose. It's almost like they were confident enough to win the way they're playing. But then all of a sudden, when they're backed into a corner, all of a sudden they feel like fighting back, which is kind of irritating, because you feel like with the talent that they have, you want to put these guys away, you want to put your opponents away. Slovenia and Switzerland are good, but they shouldn't be good enough to be on the front end of an assault. You kind of have the talent in the English team to be able to go forward, go attack, go show them what's up. But they don't. They just drop back and they just think that, oh, okay, well, we're just gonna hold them back. We're not gonna be able to, they're not gonna be able to score with this. And then when they do score, it's all like, oh, how did that happen? We should get this back. It's just like, oh my God, man, especially with the Netherlands, if they so much win that game, I honestly think this would be the most flawed Euros. I think even more flawed than the Portugal win in the 2016 Euros. I think it's gonna be that flawed, because you can't tell me that with a system like that you win those games unless you got lucky, right? You don't win those games based on the strategy that you do, right? That strategy itself, it's already like wrong. Like so many people already agree that it's wrong. So if that's the case, then why all of a sudden do we feel the need to say that this somehow feels right? It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, the English fans will be happy that they won the Euro, right? If they so happen to win it, if they win this game and they so happen to win the Euro, which I don't care what it. I don't care, where they end up, whether it be finals, whether it be today, semifinals. I'm always gonna pick them to lose because I always feel like that, that kind of playing system will catch up to them, and I still believe that, if England end up winning this game, it's gonna be like a farce almost, it's not gonna feel real. And I think the players would know that too, because they'll feel like they just got lucky with that, Like we all kind of like gave crap to Portugal, when they won the 2016 Euros, for feeling like they didn't really like, I wouldn't say they didn't deserve it, but it just felt like wrong. It just felt weird, It didn't felt like, that they got there based on, how strong they were or anything. There's almost like an element of luck in there, And I feel even more stronger about that with this England team. So I don't know if we'll see what happens, but I'm predicting Netherlands will win. Probably also 2-0, 2-1, more or less right there. So take that result as you wish, but yeah, Spain and Netherlands should go to the finals. At least in my prediction, right? But yeah. In any case, let's move on to the next one. Let's move to the good old Copa America semifinals. Now, this one is a bit more interesting because, here's the thing, right? Argentina versus Canada, it's going to be kind of interesting because these two guys already faced each other. These guys already know each other. So, even though Argentina won 2-0, Argentina did struggle in the first knockout stage game against Ecuador. Which, mind you, Ecuador, I honestly think is a better team than Canada. But then again, Canada might start getting adjusted. They might start getting used to how they play. And so, who's to say? Maybe they'll figure something out against Argentina and they might win them. But I'll still take Argentina. I'm actually going to predict that Argentina is going to go to penalties again against Canada. It's going to be another 1-1. And they're going to go to penalties where Argentina will have the better experience in that case. So that's where I have Argentina playing against Canada. I mean, who knows? They might beat them 1-0, but that's my prediction. They're going to go to penalties. So we'll see what happens. For the Colombia versus Uruguay game, that's going to be entertaining, I think, because these two teams are pretty explosive when it comes to, creating offenses. But honestly, I think I might take Colombia on this one. Colombia might actually win this game because Colombia, for the better part of this game, have much leading up to this match. I feel like they have the confidence. I feel like now that they completely demolished Panama, poor guys, they're gonna have that sense of confidence. They're gonna feel like really good. They're gonna feel like they figured something out. And Uruguay has been kind of like trailing off. They had a hot start, and then ever since the USA game, they kind of started trailing off a bit, on their path to the knockout. Mind you, playing against Brazil is never easy, but considering how well they were playing at the beginning, you kind of thought that maybe they'd learn from playing against they'd learn from playing against the USA and this and that, right, and then get themselves back in order. But it doesn't seem that way. They struggled against Brazil. They could have lost that game, to be honest, but they went to penalties. And Uruguay ended up winning, kind of comfortably, mind you, but it's fine. But my prediction for that, Colombia will win. It's gonna be either a 2-1. It's gonna be scory, so I'm gonna say 3-2. I'm gonna say that's a pretty scory game. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's fine. But I feel like these two teams are gonna find some way to find their explosive edge, and Colombia's gonna come up on top because they're the more complete team, I think. And yeah. With that being said, I feel like Colombia might actually be a good favorite to win the whole thing, in my honest opinion. So I think even if Argentina and Colombia meet in the final, it's going to be through penalties that a victor is going to be chosen. I think that too, and I think it might be Colombia. I mean, as much as I want Argentina to win again, let's just say the the chances seem very likely that Colombia might surprise people, and it might actually, like, result in a massive win for Colombia. So who knows? In any case, that's my predictions for the Euros. I forgot to make one for the Euros, actually, now I'm thinking about it, for the final, if Spain and the Netherlands end up making it through. I think once Spain gets all their players back, they're going to be back into that that top form that they were known for throughout the entire tournament. Because once they get Carvajal, once they get Lenormand back, I feel like their core is going to be complete. Everything's going to be settled. They're going to be at their highest potential. And I think Spain will end up winning overall. Again, I predicted Spain was going to win throughout this entire time. So, yeah, I mean, who knows? It could be crazy, right? But Spain right now, I predicted they were going to win since the first day of the knockout stages. And I'm sticking to my guns. Spain will win the tournament. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. But in any case, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you all next time. See ya.